Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu's Leaves. Today I want to go into my IKEA greenhouse cabinet and show you guys all of the new growth updates, because let me tell you, there are so many growth updates, and today I really wanted to focus on the new growth updates in the cabinet itself, and I want to tell you guys how I've been enjoying the cabinet. So this is basically a 1 month cabinet update. I definitely want to do these every month if possible, if you guys are enjoying them, but I am absolutely seeing some incredible growth, so definitely stay tuned if you're interested in seeing that. Also guys, if you're not already subscribed, definitely click that button down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And if you want to join as a member to gain access to some extra content, there are some awesome videos at the top 2 tiers. And even if you just want to join to chat with me and some other plant friends, definitely you can join at the lowest level to gain access to the Discord group chat. I also have some merch if you're interested in that. The link for that is in the description down below. But with all of that out of the way, let's get straight on into the 1 month IKEA greenhouse cabinet update. Alright guys, as I was saying before, I did want to go through and tell you guys how I've been enjoying this cabinet. And basically I will show you all of the growth. I'm also going to show you guys the conditions that I've been keeping this cabinet in, so you guys can get a good understanding of basically what these plants are dealing with. So to start off, I do keep the doors closed all day long, and the temperature usually stays around 24 degrees in the cabinet. The doors have been open for a little bit now, so it's at 47%, but this cabinet is typically at 59 to 60%, and I find that my plants are doing so well, even in just 60% humidity. I don't know if this hygrometer is completely accurate though, so it could be a little bit higher, but I just don't know because this is the only hygrometer that I do have. I should also talk about the lights in here. These are the Merino T8s, I believe. I will get you guys a link for those, and I will put them in the description down below so that you know. But those lights are on in here from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. at night. So they are running for 14 hours a day, and my plants seem to really be loving that. I was a little bit worried in the beginning because I didn't know if the lights were going to be a little bit too strong. I'm in an IKEA Greenhouse Cabinet Facebook group, and I heard from a lot of people that they were having trouble with the T8 Merinos, with them being a little bit too strong. But I only have 2 of them in this cabinet, where some people might have had them on all of the shelves that come available, and I only have 1 shelf set up. So I think that's basically why this is working so well. It's just because I only have 2 of them. So yeah, 14 hours of light every single day, and the humidity is around 60%, I think. And yeah, they seem to be absolutely loving it. Before we even get into the video, I definitely recommend these cabinets. If you don't already have one and you were thinking about getting one, they are absolutely worth it. So let's just get straight into this before you guys get bored and I get bored. So I want to start off with my Clarinervium here. I actually just pulled this guy out of its pot yesterday, so I'm not sure that I want to do it again, but there are some beautiful roots growing on this plant. Super white, healthy, juicy roots. And if you guys don't remember, this plant was doing poorly before, and I cut off its larger leaf. There were no real soil or perlite roots at that time. They were just some dried up roots, but now we definitely have some healthy roots, so I'm super excited. And if you look here, there's also a brand new leaf coming, which is extremely exciting because I haven't had a new leaf on this guy in ever, actually. When it came to me, it had, I think, 3 or 4 leaves. Actually, I think it had 5 leaves, and this is the only one left. So basically, it had 5 leaves, came down to 1, and now we're finally getting some new growth after we grew some roots. So that's awesome for the Clarinervium. This guy is just kind of chilling. It honestly probably has grown the least out of any of my plants in this cabinet, but that's probably just because it recently put out a new leaf prior to going into the cabinet. But yeah, it's just living its life in pon here. I'm sure it will put out a new leaf soon, but as of yet, it hasn't done anything since it's been in the cabinet. And then back here we have my Antherium crystallinum, which actually put out, I think, 2 leaves in this cabinet, but I decided to propagate it. This is the propagation here. And both of these guys have new growth points and active growth points, so that is really exciting. I see some new red leaves coming through. If you look there on the propagation, you can see that growth tip, which just excites me a lot. But I actually think that this guy is going to a new home really soon. So yeah, I just want to share the love with this plant. I absolutely love my mother plant here. Let me know down below, guys, do you think this is the Anthurium Crystal Hope? Everyone asks me that, and I don't know. Like, this leaf looks kind of like a Crystal Hope, but it was sold to me as a regular crystallinum. So let me know what you guys think. And then I also have my Anthurium radicans in here. It honestly, this plant has never really done super well for me. It has a bunch of growth points down there, but they always just dry up and die. And then here on my Anthurium forgetii, how adorable is that new leaf? I'm so excited that this has put out a new growth point. This was honestly just a little spike like in the crystallinum there a few days ago, and now it already has this beautiful new leaf on the way. I'm really hoping that it gets to a similar size as this leaf here compared to its smaller leaf, but either way, it looks like it's going to be a pretty beautiful and perfect leaf. So let's just cross our fingers that nothing happens to it. I've made room for it here to grow, so I'm hopeful that it will be just fine. My Antherium Regal has not done anything quite yet, but again, that's to be expected. This guy just put out this new leaf when I got it about 2 months ago or a month ago, so I can't expect too much from this one. Anthuriums are typically slower growers, so once I do get some new growth or something going there, I will definitely show you guys. But right now it's just its 2 beautiful leaves. This plant has put out, oh my gosh, so many leaves. There's a new one on the way there. I did actually snap off another one of the leaves literally just the other day while it was coming out, and it's already put out that. That's like 2 inches long. So this one grows honestly the fastest out of any of my plants, and I think it's put out 5 leaves since I got it about 5 months ago, which is so impressive for such a beautiful plant like this. So yeah, that is all of the aroids on the top shelf here. We'll go to my Hoyas. This Ficii is putting out some beautiful new leaves there. I love the sun stressing on the Ficii. This one looked like it was going to die on me a while back. It just had a single leaf. And then it started to grow again, which made me super, super happy. So it does seem like it's stabilized and will be just fine. My Elliptica is doing all right. It did have a leaf yellow, so I'm going to keep an eye on it and see what's going on. But yeah, I'm not sure with this one. It's so beautiful though. I love the veining. It really looks like a turtle. This guy is dead, but it was dead before I put it in here. My Imbricata is doing very well. No new growth, but these guys are notoriously slow. but it is doing well. And then up here we have my Hoya Serpens. Oh, I have paint on my hand from the other day. But my Hoya Serpens is doing exceptionally well. Look at all that new growth. This was honestly down to 2 leaves when I got it to root. And so everything but the bottom 2 leaves there is new growth, which is just honestly incredible. I'm so happy to have this plant and have it in my greenhouse because it seems to be absolutely loving it. These guys definitely do like some added humidity. And then here we have my Hoya Velosa Cow Dang, which is also doing super well. I'm not sure if you guys can see there, but there is a growth tip, and that was not there when I put this in the cabinet about a week ago, so that's really exciting. This one's already taking off. My Hoya Curtisii, this one's been kind of slow, but these guys are a little bit slower growers in my opinion. But there is actually some new growth, so it's not doing nothing. It's just slower and not as noticeable growth. And then this guy just got watered, so it's a little wrinkly, but it is also growing a ton. This is the Silver Glory. Nothing yet on this one, but it is enjoying its life in here. It has recovered from being super wrinkly, so that's great. And then my Watermelon Dischidia here is also doing well. Look how beautifully sun stressed that is. I don't have any new growth yet, but it is sun stressing beautifully. And then this guy is just chilling too. No new growth on that one yet, but it was just recently put in here. And then I also put this beautiful little orchid in here because I saw it had this nice white pot and I thought it would look nice in here, to be honest. All right, that's it for the top shelf. Then if we come down to the bottom, this is where I've seen a ton of growth too. My Philodendron Pastizanum, this is one of my favorite plants. It is just so beautiful with the shiny, glossy, pillowy leaves. It has a brand new growth point right there, and it is very rapidly putting that out. And it looks like it's gonna be a pretty nice sized leaf. So I'm really excited to see that. I'm hoping that it doesn't try to smush itself underneath this shelf, but if it does, I'll definitely take it out of the cabinet just to put out that leaf, and then I will bring it back in. That is one thing that is a little bit tricky with this cabinet. When new leaves come out, you do have to kind of shift things around because, I mean, if you're like me and you're shoving as many plants in here as possible, there's not a ton of room. So we do have to be careful that way. But the Ring of Fire finally is starting to unfurl its leaf here. And there's also a brand new growth point already sticking up here. And it's already pretty big and pregnant there. So that's really exciting for that one. The best part about the Ring of Fire being in this cabinet though, has been its root growth. When I got this plant, the roots were probably 2 inches long. And now look at them hugging the side of this pot. Oh yeah, here. Look at that. That's so incredible. And I've only had this plant for about a month. So that's some really great root growth in that amount of time. And then down here, my Philodendron Florida Ghost is doing so well. Look at that beautiful brand new leaf that came out. They are smaller leaves, of course, but I'm perfectly fine with that. And look at that new growth tip there. Lots of new little growth points as well. But yeah, I'm super impressed with this plant. This leaf, I don't know, it's looked like it wanted to die for a long time, but it hasn't yet died. So, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if this leaf's gonna stick around, but if not, it's still super cute. And I can't wait for it to start putting out some larger leaves. And then here we have my Painted Lady propagation that's doing very well. I can't tell if that leaf is just super variegated or what. Sorry, the lighting's kind of weird. I don't know where. I think there's a beam of sun coming in the room. But the roots are growing really nicely on this one. I put this in about a week ago, and we already have some nice root growth. So I'm not worried about this propagation at all. It also seems like there is some new growth coming in there in the middle of that leaf too. And then my beautiful Sport Variegated Monstera has put out this beautiful brand new leaf. I am so impressed. It's so perfect. And it has a fenestration for the first time, which is very exciting. And believe it or not, the plant is already pregnant again. I don't know if you guys can see the new leaf there, but it's definitely pregnant, which is super duper exciting. And I cannot wait for this to be a full plant. That is gonna be so cool to just have a beautiful, big sport variegated monstera. Monsteras do typically grow really quickly, so I'm hoping by this time next year I will have a more mature looking plant, which, oh my god, I can't even wait for that. Then over here we have my Philodendron Bilia Ta, and this one is putting out a brand new growth point there. This one has been a little bit slower to put that out, but I mean, it's definitely not a race, so I'm hopeful that that one is just going to be a slightly larger leaf, so that's why it's taking a little bit more time. The growth point is quite chubby, so I'm really hoping that this one is a slightly larger leaf, but I will definitely update you guys on that. And if that's the case, then I mean, this cabinet's really doing its job. It's really exciting. And then my Rugosum here, growing in moss, has a new growth tip as well. I'll keep you updated on this guy. It is a little bit slower of a grower in my opinion, at least at this size. I'm sure once they get bigger, they grow faster, but yeah, it's still so beautiful. Look at that contrast and velvetyness. And then we have my Philodendron Rugosum, also looking really good. It has this new leaf coming out in the back there. And then there's also another growth tip back there. So this one is going to kind of explode pretty soon and have a few new leaves. And then right here we have the Philodendron Chironier, and it is putting out new leaves as well. This one has been a little bit more fussy, in my opinion, when putting out leaves, but it's slowly getting there, so no rush. And then we also have my incredible Mathilde. This one is doing amazingly. These were just tiny little baby leaves only a few days ago, and now it's really pushing this tendril out and creating a ton more leaves for me to enjoy. So we love the Mathilde. Nothing yet on my Obovata, but I guess we will just have to wait on that one. It's a little bit slower growing, but that's totally okay. And then here we have my baby Butterwort. This is actually living, which is really awesome because I thought I killed it, but I definitely need to water this guy. But look, there are definitely not too many fungus gnats in this cabinet, which is really great. It definitely doesn't seem to be a breeding ground, so yeah, that's awesome. This painted lady cutting here, the leaf died off, but the roots will be just fine. So eventually this will push out more growth and we can just chop that off, but that's okay. And then we have this Finlaysonii here that hasn't yet grown, but it's still looking very beautiful. We also have my really cute Splendid here. This is the Rugosum melanochrysum cross. This is just my little baby that I grew back from a stump. So hopefully that guy continues to grow. There is definitely new growth in there. You can see that leaf there is pushing its way out. So that will be really exciting when it does. And then last but not least in here, we have an Alocasia bulb. This is from my variegated Alocasia. Let's see if it's grown any roots. So nothing going on there yet. Hopefully this does end up pushing out some roots. I don't know if that is a root. I think it is. Yeah, I think that's a root there coming out. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated on this little dude also. But it's just staying in really high humidity in this little enclosed propagation cup, which I absolutely love these. Oh, I also wanted to mention that I have these fancy fans. I really love these. They have adjustable fans, so it can be really high or really low. And yeah, they are USB, so they just kind of get tucked away down there, but they work so well. So if you're looking for a fan for your cabinet, these are definitely great, and I just got them on Amazon. So guys, that is it for the cabinet updates. I really hope you enjoyed it. All right guys, well that is it for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you guys have a greenhouse cabinet and what kind of growth you've seen in yours, but I am definitely impressed. So I do want to continue with these updates because I'm pretty sure there are going to be tons of new leaves coming out, especially all summer long when there's more natural light pouring into my new apartment. So before I say goodbye, if you guys aren't already subscribed, hit that button down below and give this video a thumbs up. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye guys!